Coming up, MTV Movies talks all things film in 2024.
Green face, goat teacher, alakanam.
Sometimes when I lay on the sofa, I also look like a fat cat.
Let's make it gay.
Let's make
Mean Girls gay.
Hello and welcome to this MTV Movies special with me, Tyler West, Hanna, Flint and Megan Crabbe. First of all, can I just say, we have instalments from franchises including Planet of the Apes, The Karate Kid, Godzilla, Bad Boys, Lord of the Rings, The Lion King, Beetlejuice, Gladiator, and there's a Bob Marley biopic. I'm just gonna say, this is basically the Spotify Wrapped of my childhood.
Okay, speaking of childhood, which one of the films would you audition for, like to be in? I mean, I kind of knew that. So you're like, I'll happily play the character of man who gets shot.
Yeah.
And that's it? Like,
or like in Bad Boys 2, you know when he, in one of the very opening scenes, when he gets shot through the bum cheek, that lives right.
You want to be the bum cheek?
No, I don't, okay.
I mean audition right now.
Audition.
Man who gets shot in bum
Come on,
cheek.
show your
Let's
bum.
go.
Anyway, here's a quick look at what next year has in store.
Get in, loser.
Welcome, Katie.
You're never gonna believe what I found this morning. Your burn book.
Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom?
I'm Furiosa!
The darkest of angels. What a wonderful day!
Okay, so straight off the bat, 2024 is stacked, it's busy, it's juicy, yeah? I'm in my absolute element. Which film are you most excited for?
Furiosa, the
Okay,
Mad Max
really?
saga. I thought Mad Max Fury Road was amazing. I'm kind of sad that we don't get Charlize Theron again, but Anya Taylor-Joy, from what I've seen on the trailer, I'm very excited. And you know, these films are just like epic, gonna be just metal. That's what I like. It's just gonna be pure metal. Like, I'm gonna mosh my head off when I watch this movie.
Sold. I'm going in the opposite direction and I'm gonna say Mean Girls the musical.
I mean, that would be a great double bill.
Get in, loser!
Can you not in?
I mean, what can make Mean Girls even better than those lines being in musical form? And
Yeah.
you know, we've got some of the original cast, we've got Tina Fey back in the mix. Yes, it feels a little bit too soon to have a Mean Girls remake, but I'm ready for it. Obviously,
no.
you can't beat Lindsay Lohan.
Or Amanda Seyfried as Karen.
Do
I
the
think
weather
there's a 60%
forecast?
chance it's already raining. Okay, 63. I really like the idea of the Mean Girls musical and the fact that Tina Fey is involved as she wrote it and obviously starred in it. I don't know if it's going to strip the kind of meanness out of it, because it's called Mean Girls, but I feel like sometimes when it comes to musical forms, they strip it of its kind of like edge.
But you know, it's about Gen Z, so it can only get meaner. You know, social media's in there, it
I don't
can
know,
only
Gen
get
Z
meaner.
love a safe
the
space.
songs are gonna stick in your head.
They love a safe space. What's really wild is that now I realise that instead of being like the Katie Heron character, I'm more like the Amy Poehler mom. Because I'm not just a regular MTV host, I'm a cool MTV host.
My most anticipated movie of 2024, I would say, is probably Gladiator 2, all right? Complete opposite to what you guys are trying to run with. Gladiator 2, or actually, Garfield movie, that's back. Back for 2024, baby. Everybody asked for that, you know?
Garfield and Gladiator. I like the idea if that came.
You
are they
see
coming
where
out
my
this-
mind goes, right?
Yeah. So who's
How
doing...
did I get from Gladiator to
Yeah,
Garfield?
the G's.
So Gladiator 2, Pedro Pascal, Denzel Washington, it looks like a wicked combination, and also it looks juicier than the first one because it's actually got like a bit more substance to it. It's not just Russell Crowe avenging his family. And then,
I mean, that's kind of a big deal.
yeah, it is a big deal. And also,
Father to a murdered husband.
I dressed up as a Roman gladiator, so like I feel like I had that connection there, and now we're moving on to Gladiator 2.
Wait,
it's a
hold on,
completely different
rewind.
time zone. Yeah,
Rewind, you dressed up where as a Roman gladiator?
just like
to the opening night of Gladiator?
no, like I just dressed up as
Just
a.
like Fridays, you're like, it's Gladiator Day.
But then I got to Garfield because
Okay.
I love lasagna, and sometimes when I lay on the sofa, I also look like a fat cat.
All right, team, what other films have caught your eye for 2024?
I'll give you some clues. Green face, goat teacher, alakanam, casting spells. You two are hopeless. Wicked!
Oh, yeah!
Which is actually really, really good. Have you seen the music, the West End?
course.
The West End musical is absolutely amazing.
I've seen it once as a kid and then maybe once 10 years ago, and it's still like amazing. Although, have you read the book?
Nah.
A book?
Come on, a book.
Not on a movie show.
There's like 2 writers
There's a
here,
book.
and I'm
It's
like,
based on the.
bro?
It's based on the book, and the book is like crazy political.
Unsurprising. But all I'm saying is, Ariana Grande on that top note.
Exactly. Come on.
Well, I am very interested in Twisters, plurals.
Just like-
I love it because it's like Alien, and then the sequel is Aliens. It's not based on the game. It's not based on Lollipop. It's actually a sequel to the seminal 1996 natural disaster movie, which has traumatized me ever since. Ugh, I love it. I will happily trauma bond with
It's your
anyone.
favourite film, right?
It's not my favorite film, but like I just think it's just like the perfect disaster movie with like heart, like character, like just like very. It just was so scary for like wind. Right? It got you in there. It got you in the zone. Like, it's visceral. I was also like very, very young when it came out. I think I must have been, what, like 8? Should you have been watching it? It's
You were-
PG, parental
no
guidance.
worries.
My parentals didn't really think I needed the guidance.
That was
So,
different
yeah.
back in the day.
Hey man, it was a different time. It was
Yeah.
a different time. But now we're having it back. I'm very excited. And think about it, right? Climate change is really messing up the world. These
Yeah.
twisters are going to be like mutated. They're going to be next level twisters. I'm so excited.
Okay, that's not actual facts. It's just Hannah's thoughts, for anybody wondering. Hannah sees
It's
a leaf.
science. It's cinema science.
You
Thank
see a leaf go past the window and you're traumatized from childhood.
Come
You're
in-
like, I'm not going out.
You?
Also, I mean, back to my heritage, let's just rewind for a second. One of the most anticipated films of next year, Bob Marley, One Love. I mean, I went to Jamaica earlier in the year, yeah, and I feel like it is literally, like Bob Marley wasn't just one person, he was like a whole culture within itself, and it just impacted so much of my heritage. And I feel like next year when I go and see this, I might do one of those back-to-back screenings, just to really take it in.
What I like about this movie, though, is like I feel like Bob Marley's legacy is really sanitized to make him quite apolitical, because they talk about One Love, but this film is clearly going to get into like how political he was.
Yeah.
It's all of his music and stuff. So yeah, so shout out that film.
And also, one of the most unreal soundtracks ever known to man. The trailer for it's racked up over like 16 million views.
And the idea that Bob
Birds.
Marley, people who
Little
don't
Birds
even know
pop
him
up.
before, like are going to introduce him to his music, that's
Yeah.
like great. The legacy lives on.
And now we're just 3 little birds talking about MTV Movies.
Oh, there you go, love it, look at that. Okay, Mickey 17. Now you might think this is like the latest in the Mickey Mouse franchise. It isn't. It's a new collaboration between Robert Pattinson and Bong Joon-ho
Sick.
of Oscar-winning Parasite fame. Here is the official synopsis. A disposable employee is sent on a human expedition to colonize the ice world, Niflheim. After one iteration dies, a new body is regenerated with most of its memories intact. So I guess it's like cloning.
Bong Joon-ho's like, he's amazing, and like Parasite was so good. This collaboration with old Rob Man over there, don't know how it's gonna work.
Yeah, it's going to be creepy, it's going to be comedic, it's going to be clever. 3 C's. CCC.
Yeah, I'm just here for weird. Like, I just think they're a weird couple of guys. And Robert Pattinson has like really done his best to kind of shy away from the heartthrob. After, because he was like Edward Cullen, and he did like Remember Me, and now he's like, I don't want to be, he's like Leonardo DiCaprio, right? In the sense of like, I don't want to be the heartthrob anymore. I'm going to do the weirdest possible roles I can do. Okay, but what do you think about the Jordan Peele film? No title. I think it's got a Christmas release. Like, what are we hoping it ends up being like?
Keanu 2. Another film about a cat.
I definitely think he's moved on from comedy. Like, Key and
Guys.
Peele, Keanu, that's like,
I just wanna
that was a
laugh.
different me. Couldn't be him anymore.
I just want to laugh. If Keanu 2 comes back, you're going to eat your words, and I'm going to remind you of this moment.
You know what? I would take a Christmas film that isn't like sickeningly Christmas. I think you could take that.
All right, guys, quick fire round. Hit or miss on these 2024 titles. Challengers.
Miss.
Hit.
Remind me who it is again?
Zendaya.
Oh, yeah, no, sorry.
Yeah, there you go.
hit,
There we
hit,
go. Zendaya, hit.
Not in that, sorry. Oh my God, yeah.
Okay, Lord of the Rings, The War of the Rohirrim.
Hemis.
I guess it's just me front row. Deadpool 3, it's a miss from me.
You're going, I thought you was going to go miss. You going hit? Yeah. Oh, I'll come with you then, yeah.
Venom 3.
Hit.
I feel like
She just don't agree with anything we're saying. So they're the movies, but which actor or director in 2024 are you most excited about?
Rose Glass. She
Okay.
is a British director and she did Saint Maud a few years ago, which is like an amazing psychological horror. Now she's coming back with this kind of bodybuilding drama called Love Lies Bleeding, starring like Kirsten Stewart. So I'm very much into this, and I love the idea because there's not enough sports films out there, and I love the idea that female bodybuilders. But this, I just feel like it's gonna be sick. I'm so excited. I just want to see hench Kristen Stewart like tackle a woman. I think it's gonna be very, very sexy.
Very here for that.
Yeah.
Okay, what about you, Meg?
I'm gonna throw it out there and say Naomi Ackie as an actor. So we saw her obviously being Whitney this last year. Phenomenal. That was her first major film as well.
I think, yeah, a lead, proper lead.
Yeah. And
Didn't
she's
you chat to her as well?
I did. She was lovely.
You chatted to, and what was her reaction to getting Whitney?
Oh, bless her. She was so excited. Honestly, she was a humble legend.
See, that's what I mean. So that's why it's probably a good prediction for 2024. Is there any coming up talent that you're thinking about this year as well?
Oh, 100%. Charles Melton, who
Okay, talk to
is
us about Charlie
in
Boy.
May, December, got nominated for a Golden Globe. He was in Riverdale, but this year's been real breakthrough. And next year, he's going to be in this movie called K-pop. Lost
K-pop movie?
I mean, there you go. People viewers are like, K-pop, sign me up. But it's called Lost in America. And what I love about it is that it's co-written by Kirsten Smith and Carol McCullough, who wrote 10 Things I Hate About You, She's the Man, The House Bunny, like some of our like 90s noughties faves. So yeah, I'm very much here for it.
I'm there.
That is all for this MTV Movies 2024 special. Movies are back. So what are you still doing here? You're just watching us, right? You're just literally watching us. Go and watch all of the films immediately, but also subscribe and head straight back here for more MTV Movies specials.
Okay. You've had, what, like 10 minutes? So
Yeah.
let's see your audition.
For what, sorry?
Bad Boys!
Okay,
I
right,
assume you have something prepared?
fine.
And we'll call you.
I'm in slow motion. That's the scene where they both stand up in slow motion. Martin Lawrence and Will Smith, and they're like, oh, we need to go get her. And they're like, slow motion.
You started? Okay. You
that
have
as
so
opposed to
many
get me into it.
talents. It's, yeah.